don't know if I'm going to get over this heat wave. It is so hot. It is 30 degrees again today, and I am heading to Wakefield for the weekend. It's one of my friends' hen parties today, and then I'm meeting two friends tomorrow for Sunday lunch and a walk, and another friend and her baby on Monday. I'm not sure what we're doing on Monday yet, but very excited. It's hot. The curls in my hair have sadly already fallen out, mostly with the heat, but this is the dress I'm wearing. I don't love it on me. I just don't think the colours are the most flattering. But the theme today is pastels and florals. So pastel colours, and it's got flowers on. I'm hoping it suffices. I have made it to Wakefield, well, at least to the car park. I've got here 20 minutes early. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sit in the car for a little bit or just head in. But I really do need the toilet, so... It has been such a lovely day and afternoon and evening, and it is finished much later than I anticipated. It is 11 o'clock and I've only just got back to my mum's. As you can see, my hair curls have completely fallen out in the humidity and I'm very sweaty, sticky. But I wasn't the only one. Everyone else was complaining of the heat as well, so we were all in the same boat. It was 30 degrees and probably warmer in the room because it was very hot with all the bodies and dancing and things. But it was a really good night. Not what I expected, but when we got there was like a game to design the dress, and then they had free drinks and then food, a Mr. and Mrs. quiz, and like an acoustic singer, which was really good. And then they've just done dancing most of the night while I've sat there and chatted to different people, which has been lovely. And I've left, and I think most of them are going out. I was the first one to leave other than Jess's grandma, which is always the case, isn't it, with me? My social bubble has well and truly been filled. So yeah, I am heading home. Well, I'm not heading home, I'm heading inside my mum's house now, and I'm gonna get ready for bed and unpack, put a wash on, and then head to sleep myself. So as you saw yesterday, I had my friend's hen party, which was really good, but finished a lot later than I had anticipated. And then when I got home, I received a message from a company that I am trying to book some Australian tours through, saying that they had a deal and it was $300 US off, but it finished that night, which is a nightmare. So I stayed up until 2 o'clock trying to finalise like the plans and the bookings and make sure all the dates were correct. And then finally completed it all. Well, no, actually she didn't reply to me, so I basically said, if you can answer all these, I'll pay first thing in the morning when I wake up. And she replied, and then I woke up at about 5 a.m, so after about 3 hours sleep, just because I was really thirsty. And I thought, right, I'll just sort it now. And the questions had been answered, but there were still some like mistakes on the itinerary, which was a little bit frustrating because they were supposed to be like double checking it and triple checking it. Literally, I then stayed up for another 2 hours at 5 o'clock to sort it out, and then I went to pay. Everything was finalised, and I've left my card at home, and it's my new credit card that I want to pay on for security purposes and point purposes. And I didn't know the card details off the top of my head. It wouldn't let me pay by Apple Pay, and it was all very frustrating. So I then tried to get back to sleep for ages, eventually fell asleep, and I woke up at 11:30 with half an hour to get ready to get to the pub to meet my friends Alice and Maria today for Sunday lunch. So I've just arrived, I'm heading inside, and I'm hoping they're not too mad that I'm 1 minute late. Just got back from my afternoon with the girls. This hair is so annoying. Why does it keep getting stuck in my makeup? Anyway, it's another very hot day. It's 27 degrees and we've just done a little walk around Sandal Castle. The food was okay, not the best, and they didn't have any roast chicken on the menu, which was a little bit disappointing for me, as that's my favourite, but it was okay. And then we were both also stuffed from lunch that we didn't want dessert, so we ended up getting an ice cream around Sandal Castle instead. I've just got back to the farm, and what I didn't say is, as I was trying to get out, I couldn't get out because there were so many cars here. We sold the majority of the farm 5 years ago now, and the people that own what we used to call the pack house is now renting it out for different events apparently, and there were so many cars all over the sort of courtyard, all over the drive, and I had to literally beep someone to let me out. I am heading out to see another friend today and her baby. I'm very excited. I am somewhat already regretting this dress. It looked really cloudy from the backside of the house outside my window, so I wore my maxi dress, but it feels absolutely roasting, so we'll see how hot I am. I have just got back to my mum's house after a incredibly hot, sticky, sweaty, out of breath afternoon walking around. We did have a lovely lunch. I got some lovely snuggles and lots of baby giggles and smiles towards the end, which was nice. I was going to head straight back off to Nottingham, but I think I need a nice cold glass of water and to chill for a bit. I honestly can't get over how hot it is. My mum's gone to Portugal for the last 2 weeks. She's back in like 3 days, I think. But she's missed like the hottest weather in England, and over there it's quite cloudy and not as nice. I've got my suitcase and my uniform that's been washed and my washing, and I'm about to head back to Nottingham. It's still very bare looking and all the webbing's in there that I can't get rid of, but the greenery is coming back, which I'm classing as a success. Unfortunately, it's now spread to this one and this one and this one, so I treated those last night in the hopes that there's not going to be too many that end up sprouting, hatching, whatever you call it. It is another week and I have just got back to my mum's house, and I have another week of annual leave. I started today, but my actual annual leave starts on Monday, and today is Saturday. It's actually one of my favourite weeks of the year because it's Great Yorkshire Show week, and I always look forward to it. I always love it. This year is hot again, but I think it's a little bit cooler than it has been, which is nice. Today we are having like a cousin's day. We've got my mum, my mum's cousin and my mum's sister-in-law, so my 2 aunts, and then we've got me and my sister, my 2 cousins, and then my mum's cousin's daughter that I also class as a cousin, and we're all going to Leeds. We'll get a terraced booking at the Green Room, and it's sunny and the sun's shining, which is nice, and then we've got a table booking for a meal at Sukhothai. I've literally just taken my hair out of plaits and I thought it looked really good in the room, but it's already starting to fall out. I don't know what's happening with these curls at the moment, but my hair doesn't seem to hold curls very well anymore. Uber back to the house. We had a few drinks at the Green Room first before going to Sukhothai for a meal. I have to say the food was very, very nice, and it was lovely to catch up with everyone and chat and chill for a bit. It was all very smooth despite people arriving at different times. We were supposed to meet at 3 and then no one was going to get there until 3:30 other than us, so we decided to meet at 3:30, and then my 2 cousins didn't arrive till 4:30, and then my other cousin arrived at the restaurant at about 6:15ish. So yeah, it was an interesting an interesting mix of times. But yeah, it was all going smoothly until the bill, and then they wanted to split the bill, which I know most people don't have an issue, but me and my sister didn't drink and we didn't get the set menu, and ours was a lot cheaper than everyone else's. So I just find it frustrating when we then have to split the bill and pay like £20 more per head when we shouldn't really. But anyway, Mum said, I'll pay and I'll pay the difference. And I'm just like, but you shouldn't have to, is the point. I never have an issue with splitting the bill when I go out with friends because you just pay for what you order. Like some people could go with like a specific budget in mind. So I just don't think it's fair to make people pay the difference. But it doesn't matter, it is what it is. I didn't have to pay, I just paid for the Uber back. So yeah. Anyway, I am absolutely shattered. I was up until 3 a.m. last night doing some shared governance work, and then up early this morning at like 10 o'clock to pack, get ready and drive down here. So I am going to get ready for bed and head to sleep early, I think, tonight. I think it's going to be probably about 10:30, so I guess it's not early, but early for me. I am absolutely shattered. I slept so badly last night. I can't remember if I've said, but I basically moved my mattress that was at my mum's house to my house because I picked it and it was comfortable, but it means I've been left with a very uncomfortable mattress at my mum's house, and the pillows and the mattress just means I don't sleep very well. So I was awake for about 6 hours last night, and I'm just shattered. But anyway, we've come to my mum's Airbnb in North Yorkshire today. My mum is just cleaning up and tidying, and then we're going to head out for a Sunday lunch, which I'm excited for. I've not been here for a long time, but it's also raining for the first time in months, and we've not dressed very appropriately. We're all in flip-flops and dresses, and yeah,